There's a certain kind of story that doesn't begin with recognition. It begins with intention. For Jacqueline Erazo, also known as Alizze and recognized through her Instagram presence as JV_Erazo, her journey into modeling feels less like a sudden breakthrough and more like a carefully built path shaped by patience, self-awareness, and quiet ambition. Long before any growing audience or expanding reach, there was simply the decision to step forward, to be seen, to express, and to create. In today's world, where social media has redefined opportunity, Jacqueline found her space not by accident, but by understanding how to use it. Instagram became more than just a platform. It became her stage, her portfolio, and her voice, all without saying a single word. What draws people in isn't just her appearance, but the way she presents it. There's a noticeable sense of control in everything she shares. Her photos don't feel random. They feel deliberate. Every pose, every look, every frame carries intention. It's the kind of detail that separates someone who simply participates from someone who understands a craft. As time goes on, her presence begins to grow. Not overnight, not in a single viral moment, but gradually through consistency. That steady progression says a lot about her approach. Jacqueline doesn't chase attention. She builds it. And in an environment where trends fade quickly, that kind of consistency becomes a powerful foundation. Her modeling style blends softness with strength. There's elegance in the way she carries herself, but also confidence that doesn't need to be announced. She doesn't try to be everything at once. Instead, she leans into her identity, allowing it to evolve naturally. That authenticity is what makes her stand out in a space that often rewards imitation. But perhaps one of the most defining aspects of her presence is what she chooses not to share. Jacqueline maintains a sense of privacy that adds depth to her image. She gives her audience enough to stay engaged, but never enough to fully define her. That mystery becomes part of her appeal. It keeps people curious, watching, and wanting to understand more. When it comes to relationships, she remains consistent with that same approach. There's no public timeline, no oversharing, and no effort to turn personal connections into content. Whether she's in a relationship or choosing to focus on her own journey, she keeps that part of her life away from the spotlight. And in doing so, she protects something many lose in the process of gaining attention: balance. Her career reflects a new era of modeling, one where independence matters. Jacqueline represents a generation that doesn't wait for validation from traditional systems. She builds her own audience, defines her own image, and moves at her own pace. She is not just part of the industry. She is shaping how it evolves. And even with everything she's building, there's a sense that this is only the beginning. Her story is still unfolding, still growing, still finding its direction. There are no limits placed on where she can go, only the path she chooses to take. Jacqueline Erazo, known as Alizze, isn't just another face in the crowd. She's a reminder that success doesn't always come from being the loudest voice. It can come from being the most intentional one. So if you've found yourself curious about her, don't stop here. Follow her journey, stay connected to her story, and watch how it continues to evolve. Because the most interesting stories aren't always the ones that are finished. They're the ones that are still being written.